Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for October 18th, 2024. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Okay, let's just start with buddies here. We have two 5s looking in here, so there's a 5 in one of these 3. We also have two 1s looking in here, so there's a 1 up here. Let's see. Oh, I just noticed we have these two 3s looking in here. This 3 looks in here. So we can place the 3 in this box. So let's do that. Let's follow up on that 3, actually. Let's just place the 3 here. These two 3s look up. This 3 looks in, putting a 3 in one of these two. We also have these two 3s looking over. This 3 looks down. That places this 3. And now these 3s look up. This 3 looks in, placing this 3 and this 3. And now we're done with 3s. So just all the 3s can be placed right away. That seems helpful. I don't see how it could be non-helpful. Cool. Glad I spotted that. Let's see, 1, 2, and 5 need to go here. Okay, so, I mean, I'm seeing we have the two 1s. Just looking for geometry here, but the 2 and the 5, this can't be 2, but that doesn't really help us. This can't be 2 either. Okay, so that doesn't do anything yet. We need to fill one of these digits with a non-1, 2, 5 before we can do that. You also have 1, I guess 3s are done. 1 and 4. 6 looks through. We have the 2 looking in here. Okay, so we do have a bunch of 2s looking in this box. What's a 2 in one of these two? That's going to point, but oh no, it's not going to point because, well, it does point, but it's not useful because there's already 2s in both of these boxes. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next band here. 9s are done, 3s are done, of course. So we just have the two 8s as buddies. This 8 looks up, though. That places this 8. Now these two 8s look up, putting an 8 somewhere up here. This 5 looks down into this box, and none of these are 5, so that puts a 5 in one of these two cells. And that's going to point in, removing 5 from this cell and these cells. Okay, so this 5 looks down, putting a 5 in one of these two. But 5's in any of these. That's not helpful. Just looking for anything else that might, like anything that looks through here or down here is going to be super useful, but there isn't anything left for that right now. I don't... Well, I guess this box is down to 4 digits, so we can just think about it. We need 1, 4, 5, and 7. So we know these aren't 5, so these are 1, 4, 7. Top one's not a 1. These can be all of them, 1, 4, 5, 7. Okay. 8, 9, 3. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next band here. Our final band. We have this 8 looking in, this 8 looks down. That's a crossing on this 3, 9. Puts an 8 in one of these two cells. That points up along with this 8, putting an 8 up here somewhere, one of these two. That's it for buddies. Oh, we have another crossing on 8s. This 8 looks down, this 8 looks in. This 3, 6 aren't 8. So 8's in one of these two. That removes the ability for this to be 8, because these point to the right. And so now we have an 8 here. Now this row is down to 4 digits. We need a 4, 5, 7. I missed something. 1, 4, 5, 7. This isn't 5. This is 1, 4, 7. And I keep getting the question, how do you spot triples? How do you spot pairs? Spot it as soon as you mark it. When you mark something, look to see if you formed a pair or a triple. And because we only mark cells that have 2 or 3 digits in them, every time you mark, you want to be looking. So we have this 1, 4, 7 naked triple here. I explain this every time because I do get new people, and I get this question a lot of how could this possibly be a 1, 4, 7 triple when this can't be 1? Well, the answer is it doesn't matter. If there was extra digits in these, it would not be a naked triple. But removing digits does not affect the naked triple because the logic is that we need 3 different digits in these 3 cells because they're all in the same column, and we can't repeat digits in the column. So we need 3 different digits. Well, what 3 digits am I going to use? Well, this cell says I can use 1, 4, or 7. This cell says I can use 1, 4, or 7. This cell says I can use 4 or 7. That's only 3 distinct digits. So if I only have 3 distinct digits, and I need 3 distinct digits, those are the 3 digits I'm going to use. So in some order, 1, 4, and 7 will appear in these 3 cells. It doesn't matter that this can't be 1. It just means that one of these two will be the 1. And so that means that 1, 4, and 7 are gone. That means that this cannot be a 1, because the 1's going to be in one of these two. Additionally, we know there's only 2 digits left for the column, because 1, 4, and 7 are accounted for in some order within these 3 cells. And there are restrictions on that order because the 1 doesn't go there. But that doesn't mean that adding more restrictions doesn't reduce the ability for logic to make eliminations. All right, anyway, the 2 digits remaining are 6 and 9. Nice. All right, so we can just pencil that. It's not resolved. Okay, cool. So hopefully that clears it up for some people who are still confused about that. And I said this was 1, 4, 5, 7 left. So this can't be 7. This is 1, 4, 5. And I think these are completely open, so we're not going to mark those. Okay. What is next? Anything else in this band? I don't think so. I think I found it. What could be found. Let's look vertically here. We already got this column. 3s, 2s, 6s. I don't think there's anything else in this column to do. Kind of took care of it already. Let's move on to the next, stack. Let's move on to the next stack here. So we got 3 and 6. 3s are done. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, we don't have any repeats other than the 3s. Did I miss any crossings? I don't think so. Okay. There's nothing to do here. How about this final stack? We've got 1, 8, and 9. So the 1s do... Oh, the 1s are marked already. Oh, the 9s aren't. So we have these 2 9s looking up. Puts a 9 in one of these 2. Another thing you need to be looking for, and I didn't find it here, but what you want to be looking for is, oh, I penciled it, the 9s in 2 out of the 3 rows. Well, let's look at these perpendicular to it and see if the 9's also restricted to the same 2 rows in either of these boxes. It's not, but it's something to look for. I think that's where sometimes it feels magical when I find things, is I only mention when I find positive info. I trying every once in a while to also mention when I fail to spot it, like this 1, 2, 5, like the 9s, just to reinforce that I'm always looking for it. That way I always find it, ideally. I just noticed we have these 2s looking in. That does put a 2 in one of these 2. So these 2 cells are not 2 or 5. Why wasn't this a 5? Oh yeah, because the 5's point. Okay. So these aren't 2 or 5, so they should be limited to 3 or fewer, so we can mark them. So we need 4. Can't be 1, 2, 3. We need 4. Can't be 5. We need 6 and 7. Can't be 8, 9. So that's not a 7. The reason I slowly mark these one at a time, again, is I want to be looking for pairs. I want to be looking for triples as I go, as I mark them. This can't be 2 or 5 either. But it can't be 1. Actually, yeah, that's good. This row needs a 1 in it. This one in this box says not here. This one says not here, and these are filled. So actually, the 1 in this row is in one of these 2. This is huge. So we could corner mark it here, and that claims. So we could do the claiming if we want. And let me just explain what I mean by claiming. So in this row, we need a 1, and it happens to be in one of these 2, right? So the 1's going to be here or here for the row, right? The row needs a 1, and these are the only 2 options. Those both happen to both be in box 4, meaning not only is it the 1 for row 5, but it's also the 1 for box 4. It happens to be, no matter which one it ends up in, which means this cannot be 1. Another way to think about it is if this was 1, we wouldn't have anywhere to put 1 in this row. So as a result, and that is actually also can be seen as a crossing on 1s here. But as a result, this cannot be 1. And so now in this column, you can see that these 1s line up. And so we want to look where the 1 is in this column, and it's placed here. And that is a result of our 1, 4, 7 triple. And so that places the 1 here as well. And then those 1s look in here. This one looks down, putting one of these 2. Notice these do line up, but we already have this one, so it's not useful. And this is now a 1-5 pair, and it has been since I corner marked the 1s and the 5s into the same 2 cells. That made this a hidden 1-5, which made this a naked 1-4-7. All right. And so now this is 4, 6, 7, but can't be 4, so it's 6, 7. And so now where does the 4 go? Either in a 4, 6, 7 triple or in the row in general. Well, the 4 is in one of these 2. So the 4 is going to claim this box, meaning these cannot be 4. And you can see the same thing where 4 is limited to these 2 in this box, and this 4 looks down, limiting 4 to these digits. And you can see that 4 cannot be here or here in row 5, and so it ends up claiming these cannot be 4. This row is down to 3 digits. It is the 4, 5, and 7. Okay. What is kind of our next step here? We know these aren't 4, so what are they? They are 2, 5, 6, 7. So this can't be 7, so this is 2, 5, 6. This can't be 2, so this is 5, 6, 7. It's not a 6 either. Oh, none of these are 6. Okay. And so this is 2, 7, because it can't be 5 or 6. Okay, and you know, I'm looking for, you know, that's not a triple, but I'm looking for stuff, right? Okay, this column is down to 4 digits. We have 1, 2, 3. We need 4, 5, 6, 7. So these aren't 7. These are 4, 5, 6. In fact, that makes a 4, 5, 6 triple. So first thing we know is that that this is going to be a hidden single, because this is a naked triple, and so we should have a hidden single as the other cell. This is a 2. So basically the question you can ask is, where does 2 go in the box? Or you can see that the 4, 5, 6 triple removes 4, 5, and 6 from this cell, leaving only 2 behind. And so that makes this 7 and 5. That makes this the 2, if you look at our corner marks. Only place for 2. Now these aren't 5, so 4, 6 pair does put a 5 there. And these are not 5s. This is a 4 and a 7. Okay, so we just got a bunch of stuff, so we'll have to make sure to follow up, but I want to make sure I get this digit before I forget. This is our 7. And then this is 4, 6, 9. The top one can't be 4. And in general, we need 4, 6, 8, 9 in this box. These can't be the 9, so this is a 4, 6, 8. This can't be 4 still. Oh, 4, 6 pair does give us the 7 here as well. Okay, so I want to look at this pair here. Low-hanging fruit first. Like rows, columns, boxes that are extremely limited. 2 and 3 left. We need 4, 5, 6 here. That's not 4, that's not 6. Okay. Let me look at the digits I got. I got this 1, I got the 4 and the 7. I got this 7. Okay, I'm not seeing a whole lot to do with those. I got the 2 and the 1, I think. Okay, so we do have these 2s. So 2 ends up down here somewhere. We have the ones marked. This is quite limited. In fact, I'm just going to look at the whole column. Okay, I already know that 2. So here's what I noticed. I had 2's cornered here, right? Which means we know 2's not here. You don't even have to look externally. It's right there. You can see it. But just this 2, 8 cornered here and not here, when I'm scanning this column, already tells me, hey, pay attention to 2's and 8's. Because can they be there? There's only 2 other places for them. And the answer is, well, this one didn't have 2 or 8 marked. And I looked here and I saw it couldn't be 2. So 2 in this column can only be here. And that places the 8 in the box as well. And so now I'm down to 5, 6, 8. We know this one isn't 8. So we know this is 5. It's not 6 either. So we know this is 5, this is 6, and then we need an 8 in the column. All right, and that places an 8 in this box and an 8 in this box. Now we can clean up. Whoops, clean that up. Clean these 8s up. Okay, nice. I think we're just kind of plonking the rest of this puzzle in, but let's find a good order for it. We need 1, 4, 7, 9. This one's not 1, so it's 4, 7, 9. Okay, this wasn't where to look. This is for, let's see. We need 1, 4, 6, 9 here. This one's not 1, so this is 4, 6, 9. Not super happy with those with those results. Let's see, what we have. This row is down to 4. We have this row is down to 4. So let's just look at them. Let's see. Actually, I got an 8. 8s are done. Okay, I got this 2. 2s are not done, but yeah, we can't do much with them right now. Okay, I was hoping that following up on those would be good. Anyway, this row we need 2, 4, 6, 9. This one's not 4. These aren't 4 at all. Of course, I looked to see if that could be 4, but it can. So this is 2, 6, 9. That's not a 6. 2, 4, 6, 9. Any of them? All right, there might be actually something else to find here. We need 2, 6, 7, 9 here. 2, 6, 7, 9. This one's not 6 still. In fact, 6 is in one of these 2 cells. So this is 2, 7, 9. And of course, I'm always suspicious, looking for pairs, triples, things like that. And then the rest of this row, 2, 6, 7, 9. This can't be 6 or 9. So this is 2, 7. Oh, it's not 2 either. The 2s are here. It's not 2, 6, or 9. We need 2, 6, 7, 9. So this is our 7. That's not a 7. That makes a 2, 9 pair. As soon as you mark it, find it. So 2, 9 pair does make that a 6. And that makes, what does that do? This is 2, 4, 9. This is 2, 6, 9. Okay, I don't think it does much. Looking for more to do here. Okay, this is a 2, 9 pair, so this is also going to be a pair. Looks like it's 5, 7. So that 5, 7 pair means that we have 1, 4, 6, 9 left here. This can't be 6 or 9. So this is 1, 4. Oopsie. This is 1, 4. 1, 4, 6, 9. Okay, I am noticing we need a 7 in this box. The 7 looks down. Yeah, this is 4 or 5 only. 7's in one of these two. Wow, I'm missing something still. Oh, 2, 9 pair. I didn't follow up on that properly. This can't be a 2 anymore. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 1. So this is 4, 5, 7. Can't be 5 or 7. So this is 4. Notice we have the 2, 9 pair. So 4, 5, 7's left in the column. Can't be 5 or 7. So this is the 4. That gives us the 5 and the 7, giving us the 4, 5, 7, 9, giving us 6 and 4, giving us the 5, 6, 9, 4, 7, 1 and 5. We get the 2 and the 6 and the 9 and the 4. We get the 9 and the 2, the 6, 9, 4, 4, 6, 1, and we're done. Clean up nice and quick. All right. Yeah, some interesting stuff in this one. I wonder if at some point I could have used this 1, 2, 5. I forgot about it before it was useful. It would have had to have been when this 6 got placed. But I don't know when that happened, so maybe I could have seen that earlier. I'm not sure. Cool. Well, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.